Hello everyone, welcome back to our Let's Play of Disco Elysium. I'm Chris, I'm here with my co-host Tyler. Say hello, Tyler.
I love playing dress up. I've bought so many new clothes this year. When do you realize you haven't bought like new clothes in like 3 years?
I mean, I did realize that like this year when I realized I don't have any clothes and I need to start going places now. So I did buy a lot of clothes. Anyway, speaking what you bring up dress up, because last time we said we were going to do a volition check with Klaasje and then totally forgot. So I've already gotten us nice and dressed up, and we're going to do that.
Yeah, we got that drip swagger. That drip
Hello,
swag.
officer.
83%.
What brings you up here again?
Ready to go?
Let's punch it.
Soft, light brown eyes look back at you, directly into the space behind your eye sockets. You see the smoke rise from between her painted red lips. She's beautiful. I have bad news for you.
What?
You know these guys? Who? Me? Yes, you. He's talking about you, you boring stiff. You too. Me? What did I do? These guys are compromised. She's got them singing along to her tune. The little bleeps and bloops you trust for info, you can't trust them anymore.
Uh-oh.
What? Why? Oh my god, what?
That's two different ones.
I know. Let's go with what?
Believe it.
How did this happen?
How it always does, through subtlety.
What can I do?
There's nothing you can do about it. You are how you are, and she is how she is. Things will go as they do.
You're the normal again?
No.
And what's the point?
It's better to know you're being played than to be played without knowing it, is it not?
I'd rather not be played to begin with.
True, but seems like that's not an option.
What's affected?
There's no way of knowing. At the moment, I'm afraid it's best to assume. All of them. Bullshit, man. I ain't compromised. Especially
a sick
that
backflip.
guy. That guy's the most compromised one in here. No fucking way, man. I just want a drag of that sweet menthol Ziggy. Really? Quick, tell me what's under her jumpsuit. Glory, truth, softness. Protect her. She wants you.
Yeah, that guy's totally fucked.
Jesus Christ.
Hey man, it happens. Happens to the best of us.
Imagine him saying this as he's like partially hunched over with his arms down. He's like, what the fuck? Is he just does like a sick flip off a wall? What does this mean? She's been lying to me.
Yes, Mr. Thespian here has been singing paeans to how truthful she is. She is a lady, most fair and just.
Oh,
In his defense,
no.
to reduce him to such inadequacy, she probably had to employ half-truths more often than outright lies. That is correct. And omissions too.
Like
Oh,
farting?
good.
Oh,
Rhetoric?
rhetoric.
A little. They're all still of limited use, interpreting things to the best of their ability. Maybe they add flair or something. I wouldn't know. I don't add flair. But when it comes to assessments of character and factual accuracy, they are not to be trusted. Not with her.
Can I trust any of them ever again?
Don't be melodramatic. You can trust them. Just not with Miss Orange Disco Dancer here.
Alright.
A light green speck and imperfection on the outer rim of her right iris. It sparkles.
We can't
Thanks,
trust.
perception.
Yeah, I can't trust a pretty lady. What is her plan?
You can't draw a sound conclusion. The one he usually does says, she may want to control the information rollout, not to become a suspect. She may have a past she's escaping, unrelated to this case. You doubt it's something truly insidious. See? It's oddly moderate. Probably compromised.
Maybe she's had a bad day.
Maybe. Well, we've been talking to ourselves long enough, I would say.
Yeah.
Don't worry. It's only been 4 or 5 seconds. You've got this.
I'm tired of being John Malkovich right now. Ooh. I'm torn. I feel like number 1 would be an interesting thing to do. Number 2, I feel like would, you know, fuck it, let's go with number 1.
Alright.
The silence broken. She exhales a little cloud of smoke and says,
God, no.
Alright. That went better than I expected.
God, no. Alright. Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. We were, this wildflower. We should probably interact with it. Because we found it on the roof. Don't want to forget.
Yeah.
6 crumbling petals rest on your palm. They're white. A bell-shaped crown.
And what's
What
this?
is this, Kim?
Can I smoke it?
This is the Insulindian lily, called Maybelle's or Lucille's tears during the Revolution. Girls used to pin these on soldiers before sending them off to battle.
This flower is a spring flower, but it's a bit early for that, isn't it?
Which side pinned them?
The revolutionaries, so the communards and the anarchists. White's their color, but the custom started in the suzerain's army, so it held meaning for the kingsmen too. It's about girls and boys more than sides. Girls sending off boys who are going to their deaths, then also dying themselves in the ruins from dysentery and consumption. It's a symbol of the Civil War.
Is it a coincidence of being on the roof?
Maybe. Maybe not. We'll see.
Klaasje, are you a communist?
Our nose hasn't told us.
My commie nose is tingling. Does this flower blossom in early spring?
Yes, but not this early. Not to my knowledge. It looks dried, preserved.
That's
All right.
interesting. They have a
The
preserved
petals
dry
feel
flower.
dry and fragile in your hand. Wait, have you noticed there's a war veteran playing a ball game on the plaza? You should ask him about the flowers.
Alright.
Say,
We have
hey,
gotten...
why did my wife give you that flower?
You can ask about flowers if you want.
Let's do
So,
that.
do you want to do that now?
Let's do that after we talk to Titus.
Alright.
I feel like it'll be a good palate cleanser.
Let's talk to Titus. Titus.
Oh, Titus.
It's you again. What is it?
We have a lot to say to you.
You talked to Klaasje about the tape.
And
He tenses immediately. Chest tightens, jaw sets, ready for another blow.
Stands by what she said.
that fucking fucker. You're the worst cops in Revachol. I gave you gold on that tape.
That fucker wasn't aimed at you. It was at her.
It's just, That's just locker room talk, wasn't it? It was just him just being a goofball.
That's what she says.
Yeah, so number 1.
Although,
Oh,
we did just have a lengthy conversation about how she might be lying to us about literally everything she's saying.
that is true. You know what? Why did that
That's-
not
it's
register right away?
It's impossible to say.
You know,
Although we don't know exactly what maybe she might be leaving out, right? I mean, she might not be telling the full truth about this, but she might not be fully lying either, right? It's tough to tell.
Yeah, she pretty much laughed it off, though. I'd say, like, she's like, that feels like a non-committal phrase, honestly. Like, she pretty much laughed at it.
Yeah, that I was gonna say that does seem like, you know,
Yeah.
doesn't give us an opinion.
And doesn't give him an edge. Although that makes us a centrist.
Not really.
Oh, in this case, it makes sense, though. But yeah.
It's just saying what she did.
Yeah. She also said you have a small dick, Titus.
She didn't say that.
I'll just tell him anyways. I'll piss him off.
All right, she pretty much left it off.
Fucking fuckity fucker. And what did she say then? That it's fine. People are supposed to be like that.
Yeah, whether or not she was lying about everything, she certainly did not, like, she knew the exact words he used on the tape without us telling her, right? So,
Yeah. If anything, she seemed turned on by it. Feels like it's
well, we do know they were romantically involved, so
that is true.
I'm not saying that this is true, but that wasn't a turn off, I suppose, would be
Yeah.
more accurate, maybe.
I think it made her a little nostalgic. So they're both from Irania.
Yes.
Go down.
In fact, I think she thought it was a little funny.
Funny. No good goddamn psycho whore.
Yeah, Titus, this is the problem, man. You're making it really hard for me to take your side of this story.
Titus,
The other guy's dead. He was probably a psycho too, but, like, you know.
You're really dumb for somebody who can't convince us you didn't kill a dead person.
Alright. All fucking righty then. I guess it's good then. That fucking...
Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors, Titus.
This is just perfect. Just fucking perfect. Any thoughts on this, lawman?
You don't have to say everything out loud. Just mix and match.
Yeah. What really happened, Titus?
I already told you. We fucking hanged him.
There's less gusto in his voice now. His men too are growing increasingly silent. The man is slowing down. Looks like a bad blood sugar crash. He can't keep track of all the variables anymore. Who could? It's getting harder and harder to perform one's part in this sordid play. All it takes is a nudge.
Come on, Titus. We know you didn't hang him. He was shot. I know you're tired. So am I. Why don't you just...
You know what? I am tired. I'm tired of you and the whore upstairs. Next time you see her, tell her Titus said, "Fuck on!" That lying, scamming. We're done. This is over. You understand? Your little investigation is over. Yeah.
On the floor, beer drips out of the can into a small puddle. No one does anything about it.
What is this quiet funeral shit? All we need is some beers in us. Bartender, 20 beers for the Dock Workers Union.
Why do we make it 40, huh? Why do we make it 100 beers? You're not loud enough.
Gar doesn't give a shit.
I'm not a fucking bartender.
That's right.
100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop over here, cafeteria manager.
All right.
Oh, ooh, it's a high one.
Convince Titus that he is being manipulated.
I feel like we gotta get this right. It's the dress-up dance.
All right, do the dress-up dance. Rhetoric.
Do.
Unfortunately, he's got to walk all the way over there, sit down, and then we got to do all this, and then he's got
God
to walk all the
fucking
way
damn
back
it.
over here. All right, rhetoric.
It's like season 1 of The Walking Dead. It's like, hey Ben, yeah, see you.
See ya.
To be fair, this is kind of how I look in real life. Not with the gloves though. Yeah, what's polo anyway? That's a good question.
It's you again. What is it?
It takes forever just to get comfy. If we mess this up, I'm gonna do the Doug Walker scream. You have no idea.
We literally have to roll a 2, so
Okay.
let's give it a go.
Convince Titus he's being manipulated. You should know by now. Titus Hardie will never falter. But you know someone who might.
One of his boys will.
Fat Angus, the powerful guy. Mr. All Muscle. The time has come. Put him in the pressure cooker. Just remember, it's about more than Klaasje. It's about these men and Martinez. Their district. Their responsibility.
All right, case closed.
We're going home, Kim.
Huh? He'll get it. Go on.
Damn.
In Martinez, they kill you because they don't like you.
If I got a Kim, that's Revachol.
Got it. Kill you because they don't like you. All because
Damn. Which one should we go for? I feel like we're trying to get to Fat Angus, so because of some chick, probably wouldn't be the best answer.
Yeah, well, Rhetoric chimed in earlier and said, remember, it's more about Klaasje, it's about their district and their responsibility. So,
Yeah. So
it's up to
because
you.
you work for the wrong people.
Goddamn right. This is Union Town. You work for the company, we will kill you.
Fuck, Dennis. We don't kill you if you work for the company. Half the harbor works for the company.
work for the wrong company, and they execute you.
They can't even remember.
Yep. Whatever. They can't. They don't even know.
They just fucking do
It
it.
wasn't that. It wasn't. We didn't shoot him.
That's it. That's the weak one. You flushed him out. Now go in for the...
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up.
He's onto you. He knows what you're
I don't
trying
remember
to do.
Theo at all.
He's one of the quieter ones.
Okay.
Steel yourself. Push on. Just ignore Theo.
Volition says, "Go on."
Turn to Angus. For no reason.
We didn't kill him. We didn't even hang him. He was dead when...
Shut up, Angus.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, Angus, he fucked up.
Dead
Ruled
before you
low.
hang. Dead before you hanged him, huh?
Fatty! Say one more thing to the cops and I'll...
Dennis, stand down, or I'll beat your head in. Theo, take your hand off the belt. This isn't 31. I've got this under control.
No, you
Not
don't.
anymore. Not anymore, Titus. Maybe you did once, but not anymore.
No more.
Does he? His closed fist is shaking. It's you who's in control. Let them have their moment.
Angie, where's your goddamn inhaler? You sound like you're dying.
I left it home. I can't get it. I'm too fucked. I'm sorry.
Why are you so fucking fat, Angus? Now it's all pointless. Because of you. You wasted my time. I told you, Titus. I told you just give her up.
Lizzie, your help is no longer needed here. Go tell Everard.
Fine. I'll tell him. After a long walk along the coast.
Damn.
You're in. He's all yours. Questions.
There's already dead.
You didn't kill him.
You didn't kill him. You're not even that cool.
He nods.
You hanged the corpse to cover up the real cause of death, the bullet in his head.
Another nod.
Why?
But why?
Because the girls asked us to. They were in some shit.
Girls plural. There's another girl. 2 of them. Take note of this. They'll probably say more about her later.
Thanks, Rhetoric.
Thank you, Rhetoric.
Did she kill him?
Cop, I have no idea. The girl says she didn't.
All right, what happened?
Klaasje came down. She seemed really out of it. Drugged up, even more than usual. Bug-eyed and gurning, you know? Not in a fun way. It looked like she'd redosed after something went down. I've seen that look before. She was scared. I knew someone had died.
How'd you know?
I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician in the motel room with the dead hooker scenario. Only in reverse.
Good analogy, boss.
You don't get to talk yet, Shanky. You're still on the bench. And you keep taking it easy too, Angus.
All right, what happened then?
We went upstairs. Sure as day the merc was dead. There was a bullet hole through the window. Fucking dirty sheets and bottles everywhere.
He means they'd been fucking?
Tibbs patched the window. And the corpse. We hanged.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That's why there was a new window up there.
Mm-hmm. It's all coming together.
Looks like all of the pieces are being arranged. If Klaasje didn't kill him, why the cover-up?
You may have noticed our girl's in some shit of her own.
Nope. Our mental faculties abandoned us when we talked to her.
Yeah, I gave up.
They can't show up on police radar kind. There are people after her. From the old world. Where she came from.
Interesting. Who are they?
They're powerful. Connected to the Moorland turn. She's clearly afraid for her life. Says if she showed up in your systems, she'd be ghosted away.
That's all he knows. That's all she's told him.
She's gonna do ghost
And
protocol.
why would you help someone like that? By taking on a murder?
Why would I? I guess we abide all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez thing.
So who killed them then? Is it you?
Not yet. Just some ideas. She says the shot came from outside, behind the window somewhere. So that's a clue.
What are you thinking? Mr. kept lying to me.
I'm thinking someone's past caught up with them. Either hers or his.
Hers, you mean?
I mean the people after Klaasje. Maybe the shot missed. Maybe it was meant for her.
I like that. Been thinking the same thing myself.
What about his past?
My dude. One of those mercenary buddies of his could have done it. They got guns. Training. Years of bad blood, probably. Or it could have been someone else from Crenell. Tell you what I'd do. Check out the coast for vantage points. Maybe consult with a ballistics buddy of mine. That's what I'd do. If I wasn't too busy doing this clown dance with you.
So that clown dancer doing the job. Lawman.
He's calm now. Threw all that turmoil away and became himself again.
All right.
Whose idea was it to hang him? Was it mine?
In a manner of speaking.
Remember the two girls? He may be talking about the other one.
Was this the other girl?
That's right. It was her idea to hang him. I liked it for political reasons. It sent a good message.
The drug trafficker, the missing eighth Hardie?
Fella, you think too much. He's off all right. You're gonna hurt your head.
No, shut
that
up.
That woman is just affiliated with the Hardie Boys. You don't know her, anyway.
It's okay to be a Hardie girl.
We're Hardie Boys. And that's it.
Kind of exclusionary if you ask me, but alright. Unless boys is a gender-neutral plural.
It's not. I have a feeling.
I do too. I recently had to come to terms like, yeah, referring to a group of people's guys probably not the best.
I mean, yeah, maybe. I've always been unsure about that one because it's not like we use gals for anything anymore. But
yeah, I started saying y'all personally.
Mm.
It's easy. It's
I mean,
easier to
I've been saying y'all for years. I'm not even from the South, so I've already moved past this conversation. But
a lot of people I've talked to from the South, it's like, do you think it's weird when people say it? They're like, no, it's how you address a group of people without addressing their gender. It's really useful. It's like, oh, it's another case of a functional language just being associated with unintelligence, I guess. It's unfortunate.
well, it's. I mean, all language is functional, but
Oh yeah.
you know, I mean, regionalisms mark people out as different. That's just how it is.
Oh yeah, but we're not gonna have our prime minister say y'all should vote for me.
Not yet.
Not yet. The first furry prime minister.
Language changes. At some point, people stopped saying "tis."
Oh god, that was the worst one. No, it wasn't the worst one. It was just a cringe one.
All right, what do you think?
All right, let's go with number one. Tell me anything.
Nope. You're not getting to her. It's Klaasje you want to talk to.
All right.
Who is Tibbs? Is he related to Pibbs, the soda?
Nah, he's my brother. He's in the window replacement business.
All right.
All right. You know what? Let's do this first. Kim, we did it.
The lieutenant gives a smile only you can see.
In his heart?
Yeah, he's like holding up his notebook or something.
Oh yeah.
Or he's like got his head turned away. Who knows?
Yeah. Thank you, Titus.
I'll go talk to her for the last time.
You do that. Hey, cop. Before you go...
Is he gonna give us an item?
Klaasje, came to Martinez to hide. Many of us did. This is where you wash up when there's nowhere left to go. The Union takes you in. Now, she refused that protection. But...
So, yeah, you still want us to not take her away?
That's right. If we didn't take care of the people who end up here, this place would just be a couple of ruins and some cargo containers.
She's so quiet.
We'll take that into account.
All right. What's it going to be, Tyler?
Let's clear this area up. Let's go speak to Klaasje one last time, and then head out to the church, I think.
One last time.
Hi, Klaasje. It's been 9 years.
More like 9 minutes, but all right.
It's always good to see you.
Something in her demeanor has changed. She's tired, consigned to her fate, to being here with you and what's to come.
They told us
Got the
what really
skinny.
happened. Yeah.
I understand.
Just like that. No resistance. Her shoulders are slouched, her feet long and straight.
You were expecting this.
I knew there was a chance you'd get them to tell you. It's what you do. You're the police. For what it's worth, I'm sorry for wasting your time.
This is good. Clear the air first, between you two. Then move on to questions. No, it's not good. It's the opposite of that. This will let her dictate the terms of your... Shush, I can't hear what she's saying.
Thanks, Rhetoric.
If you knew we would find out eventually, why did you waste our time?
Because of the Hardies. I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me. Out of the shit I'd gotten into.
I mean, alright. It's protection.
You satisfied with this explanation?
I mean, it's like, yeah, they were protecting me. They did that. It's like, alright, well, I guess now we have to go look for who shot them. It's no longer... If they didn't commit the crime, I guess they're off. But it's still interesting. They're still in our case. I'm rambling.
Dunno.
I guess I'm satisfied with that explanation because I feel like we have more questions asked now that are more relevant to what happened than just.
Than this run around we've been doing. Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, we're satisfied.
I am not. There is more here, Nice.
Well, you tried.
Oh, all right.
Let Kim take the lead. Our mental faculties are too badly damaged.
Yeah. Oh, Kim, talk to the lady.
You're right. There's more.
More.
You answer to the coalition government, and by extension, the moral intern.
Briefly glancing over her shoulder to the sea, as she's done time and time again.
Is that why you're looking over your shoulder in the moral intern?
You share a database with them. You send people to their courts.
All right. Why does the world government not like you? I can think of a few reasons.
She's a woman.
Just business. But bad business for some people in the moral intern. If I show up in your records, officer, they will find me. They will...
What happens if they do?
They will kill me, sir. If you file my name, take me in for questioning, enter me into the moral intern mill, well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me.
Here we go. For once, you seem to have her off guard.
Thank you, Volition.
Thank you. What did you do?
It's not nice, but it's not illegal. Not here in Revachol, or even in Orania.
What exactly did you do?
Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them. I did my job well enough to be asked to do it again. With a bigger company. The kind you really, really don't fuck with. I took their ledgers, 2 decades worth of accounting.
I need the names of the companies involved and who hired you.
The job was Lou's doing County Savings Bank. They sound small, but they're part of the Lou Scott conglomerate. That was the second job. The first was some printer company. You wouldn't know them. As to who hired me for the job, I don't know. But they're after me too, along with Lou Scott and their friends in the MI. Once you're done in the competitive intelligence circuit, you don't have allies. You're radioactive.
Laws cap. These people engineer financial disasters in second world countries. The conglomerate also includes the Bank of Consecration, Airberg, and the popular Papalolo line of dairy products.
Papa Lolo's such a fun name.
It's so fun. We have an option to just say it delightedly.
yeah, let's just say it. Papa Lolo.
Yeah. Papa fucking Lolo wants to kill me.
It's the milk that goes great with pilk. So there are people who've done much worse than that.
Sure. I'm not a war criminal, but it was bad. People lost their jobs. Good people, too, not just C-suite. A lot of people got hurt. But that's just more of my shit you shouldn't have to deal with. You're solving a murder.
All right. Well, I think it's cool and good, personally.
Yeah, I think you should fuck with more companies.
Industrial espionage. You heard it here first, folks.
Yeah.
And just in case anyone has any questions, no, I did not dump any sugar into the concrete of any particular building project.
Yeah. I believe you. I bought
Thank
that.
you.
Yeah.
It's because of how good I look while smoking a cigarette.
Yeah, that's that's unrelated as to why I refuse to step into any building built after 1989.
All right.
Is that fact?
I'm just saying, you just never know.
You just never know. Why did you call the cops if you're hiding?
Because I'm an idiot.
Which is an indicator of truth.
I don't know. Why did you do it?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
You have to understand, the people around here, no one was making the call, and he kept rotting. And then they picked his clothes off, and that little fucker threw stones at him.
Her jaw is clenched. Her throat moves. It takes all her strength not to cave in and sob. Once. Just one time.
He kept throwing stones at him for 3 days. I could hear the thud. Thud. So I called you. I hope with all my heart it's not the last thing I do in Revachol.
She definitely called the cops. That was task complete. It could not have been a lie. That is impossible.
Yeah, the game crossed it off in our ledger. It must be true.
Oh God, that was a lie too. Who made the call then?
What
The
happened?
Volition is bugging the fuck out.
Man, he's not having a good time. Well, look at his head.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's brutal. What happened the night he died?
We were there. Together. In bed, I mean.
Exactly.
Okay. He was in a kneeling position. He had just entered me. I was on my back, looking at him. I heard the window behind me shatter, and I turned to look. There was a hole in the glass. I turned back to him. His eyes were looking through me, and his mouth was open. Dumb. I could see. I could.
A great pain moves through her, a dark and indefinite wave. She continues in spite of it.
I knew he was dead. Before he fell down on top of me.
Oh God, that's horrifying.
Yep.
Oh,
Got shot in the face. Pretty bad.
fucking hell. Okay. Then what happened? Question mark.
He was heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There. He only had his boots on. I bit the pillow, not to scream, then ran downstairs. I waited for the second shot to come. For me. I thought there would be one. It never came.
She's forgotten about her cigarette. The butt has burned right down to her fingernails.
I'm sorry this happened to you.
So am I.
She throws it away and immediately proceeds to light another one.
What time was this? When did it happen? It would help us if you could be as precise as possible.
11:30 to 12:15. I don't know the exact time. Around midnight.
It's okay. Were you inebriated?
Wow.
Not as much as usual. He'd done a line, plus other things. I was drinking.
Wait, Titus said she was gurning her jaw off, much more than usual.
Does Titus know what a high person looks like?
Probably. I mean, he lives here.
That's true, but I imagine the kind of shock you would have in your face from being high could also be one from, somebody fucking dying brutally in the middle of intercourse.
Maybe.
Or witnessing it, rather.
I mean, it's your call.
Titus said you looked pretty high.
Oh, yeah. I did one of his lines, just to clear my head.
Did you hear or see the shooter in the course of this?
No.
All right, what then?
Nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I got some clothes on and crawled back up, drew the blinds. Blood was coming from his mouth. Not a lot. Just a little. He was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore, so I ran down and out of my room, into the hallway, down the stairs. I knew there would be people there.
Now, what happened after you ran downstairs?
Sylvie was tending the bar. A lot of people were there. The Hardies were at the table in front of the stage. I think the Union box was full. Ruby was there too. They were having such a good time. I sat down and they all welcomed me. I didn't even have to say anything. Ruby knew something was wrong.
Ruby?
Who is Ruby?
Ruby. You know, the leader.
Yeah, Ruby Rotten.
The leader? Of what?
The Hardie Boys.
Aww.
I thought Hardie was the leader of the Hardie Boys.
Well,
Only boys.
nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen, like things they need taken care of. She's the organizer.
Would you say she is the 8th Hardie Boy?
Why not?
Mm-hmm. All right, what then?
These Hardie Boys
Well,
are girl.
Ruby said let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know my situation, that I can't leave a paper trail. Ruby was the first one I told. She said she'd take care of this. It's what she does, you know, take care of things. I helped her get the body to the bathroom. We used a belt to pull him up under the shower, to keep him upright.
To mislead you, they were tampering with the body.
To produce lividity, matching a hanging?
Yes.
We completely missed the tampering. Looks like you got there in time. What was this, 20 minutes after death?
Oops.
Sorry. I mean, hey.
Oh,
It
no.
happens.
About 20, yes. Ruby explained it would make the blood... You know what he does.
What did you do?
Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on. His armor, too. It was tough, but I've seen him take it off and put it on many times. It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. They carried him out. I knew what they were going to do. Make it look like a hanging. Ruby said they would.
And while they were hanging him?
Ruby said to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for a while. That we should lay low or something. So I did.
Where's Ruby now?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since.
We will need to take this question to the Hardie Boys.
Oh, we're doing back and man, we're just gonna be here all day. God damn it.
Well, that's police work for you, baby.
Yeah, honestly, it's why we're here in the first
Talking
place.
to a guy, then talking to another guy, then talking again to the first guy.
You're so lucky you're in the same building. Otherwise, I would not be having fun. Well, I mean, I would, but not the same. But yeah. Did you hear the gunshot?
When he was shot? I may have. I don't know. I couldn't hear anything over the glass exploding.
The gunshot wasn't that loud. This is something to keep in mind when assessing the distance of the shot.
Good call.
Mm.
Did you do it?
What? Why would I put myself through this? Insanity. Get myself cornered like this. He wouldn't have died if it weren't for me. I know that. But I would never hurt him.
Yeah, that's it. Let's go to some other questions. I feel like this is a weird path to take.
Okay.
Like what?
The people after you've killed them?
That's the first thing that went through my head when I heard the glass break.
And?
I thought they'd found me. They've killed him to punish me. All last week, I've tried not to talk to anyone or be seen with anyone so they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however, this is paranoia. What happened didn't have anything to do with me.
Something that... yeah, it's something to consider.
Seems like she has already considered it, but we can still consider it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We can't go after Loose Cap. Not yet. There are other, saner leads.
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. If there's one thing I know, it's that you'll get nothing from there.
I would hate the idea that we go take on Loose Cap, and it just becomes partially like a mixture of this gameplay and a first-person shooter and a puzzle solver. As we climb the Loose Cap Tower to kill the boss. I fucking hate that so much.
Well, not much risk of that.
Thank God. Well, when was the window changed?
Last week. Angus and Titus's brother, I think he's called Tibbs, took care of it.
You should have another look at that window after this. Reconstruct the scene. It's right there.
Your bedroom inside?
Yes, you see the glass sparkling out of the corner of your eye.
All right. Are we done here for now, Tyler?
I think we're done, yeah.
She nods, silently. She doesn't even smoke. Just picks up the cold coffee and holds it in her hands. He's thinking, are we done here? Or should we arrest her? She's a flight risk and she lied to you. She should be taken into custody. No, that won't be necessary. Just leave her alone. She's been through enough. She doesn't need this police brutality. This guy won't budge. You have to wake Multiface up, forcefully, if you want to continue pushing her.
We can wake up our drama to make him work.
All right, I don't mind giving it a go. I'm just trying to think. She's told us everything we need in order to continue investigating this in a sane way. So we got the lead on this bullet was probably shot very far away with an antique rifle. So we already have these leads to consider as well.
The point is, I guess the point of this is like our own things are making it harder for us to figure out exactly what's going on here.
That is a good point. Yeah.
We don't have to ask any questions, even if we get this. You know what I mean?
That's fair. I'm just thinking more in the sense of in terms of just figuring out what caused the hanging. I think that's good and done. I have no intention of arresting her. I think whatever she's done with Luke's cap is way above my pay grade.
We're believing that we're taking it on faith that has nothing to do with this, but
that is true.
The point is we don't know that, right? And without getting our faculties back, it's not going to be possible.
Well, let us wake up drama then.
All right, let me get our.
Gotta wear drama clothes.
Yes, but first.
Homosexuals Underground.
I still love that name so much.
Maybe you should stop obsessing about your own and other people's sexuality. Feels like it's about time to do that. You thought about this for 8 hours? Not only should you stop, you should tell Kim you've stopped obsessing about other people's sexuality too. I'm sure he'd appreciate it. Unless you already got him killed because you were obsessing about your sexuality. There's no way of telling from within your brain. But for your own sake, please say you didn't.
We've stopped.
What a great bonus.
We've all learned a very important lesson.
That is a good lesson to learn.
We have stopped. It is not we do not care anymore.
This vessel no longer triggers.
We should probably we can maybe talk to what's his face? Cool guy. Martin Martinez. Now that we have finished this thought.
Yeah, so I don't care that you're gay, and he's gonna be like, what? Okay.
As you look back, you think. So love did do him in, after all.
I was right.
If it weren't for her, he would not have been there. The shot would not have connected with his soft palate.
Looks like it's time to pay the price.
Love did him in after all.
God, it's such a blase one-liner. It's like, love did to him. Like, fuck it, let's just say it.
She's silent, holding on to her coffee mug. No vapor rises from it. It's cold. Remember this silence. The lady is dangerous. People suffer around her. It appears this one has not been entirely corrupted. This may help. This may help the others see.
Inland Empire. Too weird to be corrupted.
He's too fucking strange. Say nothing.
Yeah. I'd like to think he didn't love me. Or that it was chemically induced and not real.
Why?
Easier that way.
Was it real?
I don't know.
There's a nod. The smallest of nods.
Alright, we're done there.
Sad.
Mega
All
sad.
right. Let's get our drama shoes on.
Get on your drama shoes. Something on your mind. What's the most dramatic look we can take?
Don't literally have any drama shoes, I don't think. We got a drama mesh tank top. That's very dramatic.
I would like to request a dance of intellect. Put on your thinking shoes. Ooh.
Yeah, our drama
Ooh.
is like hype as shit.
Fuck yeah.
And get this hat back on. I love it.
Y'all want a single say, fuck that.
Officer,
97%.
what brings you up here in the rain?
Ready?
Alright, let's do it. Yeah.
Who? What? Dear God, you've been lied to. She could have killed her lover and lied to everyone. She's not candid at all. She's smoke and mirrors and willow-wisps. She probably didn't give you her real name either. Why would she? Arrest her immediately before she further entangles you in her web of lies. Take it easy. Don't overcompensate with this course correction. Ask questions first. Yes, start at the top. Choose at the bottom. It's how we've always done it. No rush. See?
Start at the top, go to the bottom. That's what he said.
Yeah, starting from the top and then the bottom. Yeah, start with number 1 then.
You don't have to. We can do it any order.
I'm not going to say the phrase devil woman out loud. That's
fair.
Do not say that to a human woman.
All right, what's it going to be?
Your real name is Klaasje Amandu. So...
I agree. You wouldn't give us your real name, not when people are after you.
Okay.
Okay, what?
Okay, it's not.
You can tell me the truth. Let's take this very professionally.
I log your work every week. It's all transmitted to Common, sir. I couldn't just beg you not to enter my name. So I lied. Like I lied before. Like I did at LCSB. I have to lie all the time. I'm so tired of it.
Tell me your real name.
It's Katarzyna Lazje.
It's a Grad name. Jimsk or Yugo Grad in origin. Not Occidental at all. Smells of motor oil, tiger, economic desolation, and rock music-infused alcoholism.
All right.
The fuck is number 2? There's no need to be that dramatic. Let's start with number 1. That's a Grad name, isn't it?
My parents were Zhemsk immigrants, but I'm nationalized Oranese. All I remember is Oranje. Elysium is my father's name.
Fair.
Finally we meet. I feel like that's dignified.
All right.
She nods. Her round eyes meet yours. They seem moist from the wind on the roof.
Was the passport bullshit too?
No. It's submerged in a plastic buoy on the coast, in the reeds. It just doesn't say Klaasje Amandu. It says Anouk Mea Smit.
Falsified documents?
Passport and visa. Given to me by my employer. I can't even use them. My employer probably leaked the name, Mea Smit, to hurt me.
Why would they do that?
I didn't show up to a rendezvous. They don't take that lightly. I didn't show up because I was afraid they'd do something to me. The job was finished. I'm just a liability now.
Where's the buoy?
West of the boardwalk, in the reeds. On the coast there. I put it there when I first arrived. Haven't been there since. I'm not sure I could even find it now. It's useless.
Do we want to find it?
Sure.
The lieutenant makes a note of it.
You're welcome to it. It's in the reeds northwest of here, past a broken sewage pipe, right near the waterline.
You weren't even Miss Oranje 37, were you?
I am. They can never take my sash and my scepter from me.
I bet that scepter
Yes,
could have
can,
come in handy.
for lying.
Jesus.
Take it easy, drama. All right, enough.
She nods, her back straight, ready for whatever is next. Ready for the damage. She knows you're grilling her.
You know, I think you didn't make the call to the station.
I did. What is this? I called your desk or whatever it is. The numbers are all over town. Call 8-100-2 for emergencies. There was an older woman on the other end. It sounded like she was smoking. She took my complaint. She coughed.
That is the emergencies desk number. Anyone could know that, sire, by looking around and calling the desk. I don't believe a single word she says.
What time did you make the call?
Thursday night. It was late, sometime after 12.
It checks out.
Anyone can know the number.
But I know the time of the call, too. I know I have not been 100% truthful with you, officers. But I am now.
All right.
Sorry, there's a fire engine outside. They're very interested in what's happening here.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Normally I can just cut out the background noise in editing, but now that you've like called attention to it, it's going to be tough to do that. So I guess I'll just leave it in.
Put like a PNG of a fire truck.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Have it go across the screen and have like the fake transparency with like the grid.
The what?
Like sometimes people put up false PNGs. If you go to Google image search, you're like, oh, there's a PNG, and usually it's previewed with like a white and gray like checker background.
Right. So you can key it out or whatever.
Yeah, some people lie to you. They like to hurt you. They just it's a JPEG secretly.
I'm sorry.
It hurts sometimes, but that's what Magic Wand tools are for.
All right, what's gonna be?
Why have we not arrested her yet, Kim?
There may be grounds here, at least for an extended detention.
A little whimper. The young woman hears you. She's looking around.
Oh, what the fuck is number 5? That actually is kind of a weird thing to say. How would you feel if I hypothetically arrested you on the grounds that we have?
I mean, it's a genuine question.
I mean, yeah. You know, let's ask anyways. We're not going to actually arrest her.
But I haven't done anything. Anything illegal.
She purposefully misrepresented information crucial to the case. Fucking mind games. Enough. That's right, gang. Stern and merciless now. Stern and merciless as we reel her in.
Jesus, why the number 3 just... What is number 3? That's a vibes answer.
It is a vibes answer if you're feeling like a vibes cop.
The vibes cop isn't a thing, otherwise we would have done it from day one.
Yep. Vibes cop is a fun one to play as. I'm probably will put a lot of points in vibes. If we do end up doing a bonus playthrough, depending on how I feel about it, I might do vibes cop because vibes cop is pretty fun.
I'm super down for that. You misrepresented.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the most tactful way of saying that. The other
The
three
lieutenant
is...
produces a pair of handcuffs.
Oh no.
Please no.
But there's nowhere to go. A 2-story drop to the Plaza Mosaic. If she could, she would have run before.
I think I know who did it. Who shot Lely. I can tell you. I can help you.
Who shot him?
She's silent for a second, as if looking into herself for certainty. Then, in a hushed voice, she says,
Ruby.
Why do you think it was her?
She has this thing for me. Ever since I met her and the boys downstairs. She's been pretty frank about what she wants.
And that is?
Sex. And more. I made the mistake of confiding in her. I told her I was on the run. She started protecting me. It became an unhealthy relationship. When I started spending time with Lely, she told me to end it. Said there would be shit if I didn't. It was not a good meeting. We stopped talking after that, but
I don't understand. What exactly in your relationship made you think she is romantically interested in you?
she said she's in love with me. She even asked me to run away with her when I told her I'm a fugitive. She started developing notions about our relationship.
And you led her on?
A little. I was flattered, you know? But then I had to let her off, and it was not easy. I came to regret being friendly with her. We maybe kissed, nothing more.
Actually, I genuinely don't know what to make of this. She could
Yeah,
be
fair.
lying.
Could be lying just to not get arrested. It's certainly possible.
That's right.
I
Kim
know
looks
what this
anxious
sounds
now.
like. That's why I didn't want to tell you before. But she knew what had happened when I came downstairs. Somehow, she knew Lely was dead. She wasn't surprised at all. When we came up here, she was calm as a stone, too. She cleaned it all up like she had a plan.
That is a little strange. People don't usually keep things together under stress like that.
How? Alright, when Ruby said there would be shit, what would she threatening you? Were you threatened?
She came over one night, drunk, said she'd turn my life into a living hell. I've been threatened before, so I can tell when someone knows how to do it. And she's a pro. She must be. To keep the Hardies in line. I tried severing ties with her after that. I thought it had worked, but...
Some of that fear is still with her. She exhales sharply. What are you talking about? She's afraid you'll arrest her.
Where is the fear?
Why is there fear? How could she have killed him? Was it are you telling me this was some kind of magic bullet?
You've been trying to kick that door down, right? Maybe it leads downstairs. She could have come to the roof through that, then taken the shot right here, where I stand. It was dark outside. I wouldn't have seen her.
You didn't hear the gunshot.
Downstairs without anyone noticing. That is possible.
It's true. Didn't hear a gunshot, but the shattering glass, who knows, right? The time between here and the glass shattering, that would have been not very long.
Yeah.
Interesting theory. Did she know that door exists? Had you been out there with her?
Yes, of course. She's been up here many times, jacking private stations off the ring antenna. She used to come here to drink on the roof with me, before it got weird.
All right. That's about it for Ruby, I'd say.
Alright.
Okay. And what? Arrest the liar now. She's stuck here. She's already in prison. Look around. She's only trying to help you.
Well, Tyler?
Who? What is who?
Her. Stop letting her distract you.
I don't know if arresting her is fully necessary right now.
Okay. You want to back off?
I think if she... Well, she's been messing with her faculties, so we can't... So she has been lying to us, but we eventually did get the truth. She admitted to it. And now when cornered, she lied again. We don't know if she's lying again, actually.
As a general rule, you don't often know when someone is telling the truth or lying to you.
Yeah. I don't know, I'm just running through the events in my head. I feel... I don't know, I feel like the espionage stuff, if true, is well above our pay grade, because if we're already doing a thing with the Union, maybe that she'll get entangled too. I don't know what. She's not related to the current thing happening right now, but...
Well, she is, but not
well, I mean, like, in
directly.
terms of
Unless we think... Unless the theory is that he was killed because of her industrial espionage connections. Right?
That's
if
true.
we think that that's why, then she's very strongly related, and we can't solve the case without her. If we don't think that, we think that he was killed for some other reason, then maybe she's not, and she's just a very unfortunate bystander. So
It would be the kill like the jealous lover would be very simple and very easy to just wrap this up and be like, okay, we found the person, but then it's like, oh no, we have all this other stuff going on in the background that wouldn't have been relevant at all if the espionage wasn't important.
your call.
Well, if we
There is
take her-
also
Sorry,
the
go
thing, like if she stays here and she doesn't if she doesn't run away, you could in theory arrest her later, right? But
that
no
is
guarantee that she won't run away, I guess.
that is a good point. It's like, we're gonna arrest you. No, wait, go to the other person. Okay, and then just leaves, but where she has nowhere to go. But wait,
She says she has nowhere to go, but if you don't trust her, then maybe you don't think that. I don't know.
well, if we had her passport and everything, she would have nowhere to go.
That's a good point.
So maybe I kind of screwed up the procedure there with just not saying that, getting yourself to be like, you have nowhere to go. We got you.
Tough to say.
There's no like the way the games work is that like we could just not arrest her, and then as soon as we leave that door, her character model will just be forever gone. They'll be like,
Well,
oh, she somehow ran in front of you.
It could happen. It could happen.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. I can't tell you what to choose. I mean, I could, but
I know.
think it's not in the spirit of our let's play here. So
I know you've been very very good about this.
well, I'm trying to make sure that you have, that you understand that all of your options are valid and you don't have to choose any particular one. Whatever reasoning you have is fine with me.
I just hope there's not been too many white knuckle moments of, oh no.
Well, like I said, I've said this at the very beginning, right? Is that this game is not a game where you need to be afraid of making a choice because you feel like you'll miss something.
Oh,
You know what I mean? You can always choose whatever you want, and the game will function right through to the end. And it'll tell you a unique and different story every time. With the same major plot points, generally the same. But there's no one thing that you have to do. There's always,
there's no like good ending, bad ending, and it's just how you live your life.
Oh, well, there are good endings and bad endings,
Oh,
but
yeah.
you come to them organically through playing the way you want to play, and so you earn what you get.
Yeah, I was thinking more in the straight sense of like you're gonna get a Chivo on the top that says you got the bad ending or ending.
There are Chivos, but I'm purposefully not worrying about them in this playthrough. If we do a second playthrough, I'll try and get all of the other stuff that we've missed out on if we end up doing one. So I wouldn't worry about that.
I love somebody's comment where it's like, oh yeah, nobody wants national fascist in their games list achievements.
It's unfortunate, but it's what you got to do, if you want to get if you want to get 100%, you got to say all the fascist things.
Oh no.
Anyway,
I'm going to say, let us back off.
All right, we're backing off.
I think that is going to be my choice in the hopes that maybe she will take our magnanimity to heart and will not, in fact, flee because she will know that she is the potentially continued protection of the Hardie Boys. Because even as upset as Titus was, he knows that there's a greater good.
All right, let's see.
That's my rationale.
Thank you. Thank you. You won't regret it.
Something tells you, you will.
All right.
She nods, then...
Okay.
All right, we'll change the subject for the time being. I assume you don't want to say this.
There's no need for that.
She slowly lights another cigarette and steadies her breath, as if in the presence of some tiger. You are. This is not the end of this.
All right, so we can head back in there, and I assume.
Let's get back to the lies he told. No, we already did that, didn't we?
I think that's if we want to go back to the menu we were just in, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's return to this later. All right. We've had a very edifying bit of conversation. And this video was great because I'm going to have to edit in a little dinky JPEG of a fire truck, so hopefully you all enjoyed that.
It'll be very good. Not as edifying as this convo, but still brings some levity.
It'll be funny because it's going to have, like, the Photoshop gray and white squares around it.
And it says eye stalk with the lines.
Like I got a transparency, but I didn't do that. It just kind of fades in with the gray and white. It's gonna look really cool. You're gonna really like it. Anyway, if you have been, thanks for watching.
And please take note that at no point during our edification did we utter the phrase "shit fucker."
Also, don't lie to cops. Don't tell the truth to cops. Say nothing.
Yeah, stay silent to the cops. Talk to firefighters though if you want. They're very cool.
All right. Bye.